Hello everyone, I'm Elizabeth Shaw and this channel is all about the narcissistic personality disorder to give you more understanding of those people you might be dealing with and understanding and ways to recover from narcissistic abuse. This video is about the ways narcissists take down your boundaries and how to get your boundaries back for you. A narcissist is all about control and they want to control you. One of the ways they do this is by taking down and taking away from who you are and leaving you an empty shell of your former self. They use plenty of manipulative methods to do this, and one of those is stripping you of all your boundaries to make you guarded, cautious, doubt yourself, defensive, leaving you with things like anxiety and CPTSD, as they are taking away your self-respect and your dignity. By breaking down your boundaries, leaving you more vulnerable, so they get their needs met and you no longer know what your own needs are. A narcissist doesn't have respect for others' boundaries, they just seek control. They want you to ignore who you are and your needs and fill all their needs. Manipulation does start from the moment you meet them. They want to break down your boundaries to steal that self-respect and your self-esteem and break down who you are. If you dare to question them about things they say on a first date, most will walk away. However, as you believe people to be good and there's no evidence that the narcissist is bad, even if your instincts are telling you something because you can't tell what they are trying to make you more aware of, and when you meet them, they've got that admiration face. They like all your likes, they treat you so well, they mirror you, flatter you, and make you believe that you've met the one. They will message you constantly, some of them. They want to spend a lot of time with you, doing the things that you love to do. Once they have you, even in that first few weeks of dating, they'll start taking your boundaries down. They'll start asking you things that most wouldn't even dare to ask someone they barely knew. If you tell them a not so big secret, yet still personal to you, they'll slowly push you for more. They might tell you stories about how they've been mistreated in the past, making themselves look vulnerable and opening up your empathy towards them. Feeling like they will understand you and you can relate to one another and connect, and you open up to them, telling them all the things that have hurt you in the past. Now, it is good at the beginning of relationships to be honest and to be open with each other. As we all know too well, it's not nice finding out things years down the line which causes pain. Some people who are healed from past traumatic experiences can open up and can share them. Good people can connect through their vulnerabilities, whatever those vulnerabilities are. But you have to accept them within yourself first, so that people cannot use them against you. We all have vulnerabilities. If you're not ready to open up to others about certain things, don't. You can let someone know that you've had things happen and you can relate, but you don't want to talk about it and you can leave it in the past. Or you're just not ready to open up about those things yet. If they are for you, they'll accept this. If they respect you, they'll accept this. Some might push you as they genuinely want to know and get to know you better, but they will back away and wait until you're ready. A narcissist will either disappear on you or keep pushing you. Physically, they will step over the mark in the way they touch you, rushing you in when you're not truly ready. They might touch you in ways, even simple ways, that make you feel uncomfortable to see if they can push you into their world of control. If something feels uncomfortable to you, you need to tell them. A good person who's overstepped the mark without realising will back off and wait. A narcissist will either keep pushing their luck to see if they can break down your boundaries or disappear on you. Now, if you're ready and truly feel comfortable with going with the flow, that's okay, but learn to listen to yourself and how you are feeling. If they are moving way too fast or it feels inappropriate, you need to speak up for yourself. Good people will respect you for this. They will feed you some subtle lies about themselves or about other people in the beginning to see how much you buy into those lies. If you question them, they might change the subject or tell you even more things that just don't add up in your own mind. Now, on first dates, most of us want to put our best side out, but good people don't lie. Narcissists lie also to see if you're agreeable or passive, to see if you'll happily accept their viewpoint or challenge them. They are drip feeding your lies to see how much they can get away with and what you will accept from others. Now, although I say good people don't lie, good people can get caught up in white lies. It doesn't necessarily make them a bad person. Narcissistic people lie about anything and everything. They declare love and soulmate status very quickly so they can learn all your weaknesses, so that you open up faster. Learn anything from your past that's given you insecurities in your present and find those you've not healed from so that they can use them against you in the future. They want to know what troubles you and what fears you have and what makes you angry. Not for a caring way or a helpful way, but so they can use these against you to provoke you in the future for many manipulative reasons. And one of those is so they can then break down your boundaries. Only open up with new people when you are good and ready. Listen to your instincts. They are right even if you don't know what they are telling you. As the relationship progresses and they have you hooked, they will up the manipulation to take down all your boundaries one by one. If you don't want to do something and they want control, they might do this by making you angry, so you back down because you feel guilty. They might threaten in obvious ways, the overt "I'll tell," or the subtle ways, "What do you think your friends would think if they knew?" Using others against you, so you fear others finding out things that you're not ready for them to know, plus countless other threats so that you give in to their demands. If you have children and they know the children are your biggest weakness and what you'll defend the most, they will find ways to get to you through the children, tormenting them in subtle ways just to get reactions from you, or making the atmosphere that bad that the children want to live with the other parent, and the narcissist will happily drop obvious or subtle hints that that's the best thing for the children to do. They will provoke you to get reactions from you. They then might threaten you about your reactions or blame shift onto you, so you do what you can to make it up to them. Whilst they lap up the attention, they will disappear on you, or the present silent treatment where they stay around yet will not talk, or just sulk like a toddler not getting their own way in an adult's body, which is usually so that you find a way to break the silence, break the conflicts, cheer them up, restore the peace, and that way is usually losing yet another one of your boundaries. More and more of who you are is slowly lost. Then they might play nice for a while to confirm in your mind that the problems within the relationship was because of you. The problems are not you. They are not responsible for their own actions. Whilst being manipulated, you're not truly awake or responsible for yours. When you cannot see what you don't know and they've taken power and control of your mind, you can't be fully responsible for what you are doing in that moment. Some narcissists will beg or pity play so that you feel sorry for them and give in, or they'll triangulate you, let you know how someone else would do something for them. Or the ones where they tell you that the crazy ex would have done it for them, leaving you doubting your abilities to sustain a healthy relationship, or put fear into you that you might lose them if you don't give in to what they want. Slowly over time, they have you walking on eggshells and jump into every demand, losing all your boundaries for fear of reaction from them. They might be that one boundary that they try, which is your wake-up call, and you just leave for good. This can be after many years of being with them. Then as you spend more time away, the fog lifts and you start to see everything that you've been through in its reality. Everyone's boundaries are unique to them. It's learning your own, what behaviour you will and will not accept from others. Also, that the other people you're dealing with. So if you've loaned someone money and they never pay it back, that doesn't mean you don't mind loaning people money and never do it again. You just don't do it with those who are unwilling to pay you back. Do it for those who are willing to help you out in times of need. It's all about give and take. If all someone is willing to do is take, it's time to stop giving. You've got to love yourself and you've got to love others. You've got to respect yourself and you can respect everybody. You can respect that someone is not worth your time, and you can respect those that are worth your time. If you're still dealing with a narcissist from your past, you need to set solid boundaries. Remember, they are not going to change to who you'd like them to be. They are who they are. Accept that they are no good for you or your inner happiness, and you cannot help them. Then, for your own sanity, no contact is best. If this isn't possible due to children, avoid them as much as you can. When you set boundaries, remember a narcissist is all about control and dominance. They feel entitled and are extremely stubborn and most up their games to take back their control. Setting boundaries isn't about changing them, it's about setting yourself free. Learning now you have the knowledge of who they are and what they do, as it's incredibly hard when you've not got the understanding not to be taken down by these people, as most of us know all too well. Now, we do know what they are and what they do. It's all about learning to manage ourselves. Learning who we want to be, learning our beliefs, our values, our standards, only accepting behaviour from others that we'd give to others, and no longer accepting behaviour that doesn't match who we are. We are, with good intentions, allowed to be who we want to be, raising our standards yet lowering our expectations of others so that we don't get angry or frustrated when they seek to hurt us. Setting boundaries is hard, especially if you've never thought about boundaries in the past. If you've always put other people's needs before your own, boundaries that are healthy and work for you will not only help you to say no to things that don't suit you, it'll also help you stop attracting narcissistic or manipulative people into your future. So if you're still dealing with a narcissist or not, you need to learn your boundaries and stop letting others cross them. Healthy boundaries are a way to show others how you expect to be treated as a person and why you'll not accept certain behaviours from other people. It takes courage and strength to start setting boundaries, and at first you might not notice that one has been crossed until someone does something and you feel that hurt or anger. Even if you're more aware of what your boundaries are now, again, with everything in life, it is a learning curve and we are individuals. We do make mistakes. You've just got to learn from them. You might fear to speak up to that person who crossed the boundary. You might not want to upset them. You might not want to lose them, fearing confrontation when you do. Just try and keep your emotions out of it. Try and stick to facts and don't let people take you off topic. Remain calm. If they are not accepting of you for who you are, they are not the people for you. Good people might not even know they had crossed a boundary. You might have a laugh together or a cry together. You will, however, sort it out with good people. You cannot control how others will react. You can control you. Setting boundaries isn't about winning or losing. It's about mutual respect for each other. If the other person crosses a boundary or keeps trying to and takes no responsibility towards their own actions, we are all responsible for our own actions. When someone cannot take responsibility for their own, of how they've treated you, they have no respect for you. With the narcissist, you will encounter resistance from them just because you have learned your boundaries and who they are. They are not going to change who they are. Stay true to you, remain calm, stand your ground because you are worth it. Leave them to it. Don't dwell on what ifs. Go back to focusing on your own life now. You don't need others' approval, you only need your own. So long as your intentions are good, it doesn't matter what others think. Being a people pleaser often ends up with you surrounded by the wrong kind of people who take advantage of your kind nature. Be true to who you are first, then be kind to others. You'll surround yourself with like-minded people. We are human, not everyone likes everyone. Find those who like you for you, respect you, and you respect them, and like them for them. People can see your perspectives and other people's views. Boundaries with a narcissist. Don't take the bait. Do all you can to avoid communication with them. If they are coming at you, retreat, rethink, and then only respond if you need to do so. Retreating means you don't act out at the moment. You get chance to rethink. Do I need to respond? Is it better left unsaid? Then, if you have to respond, remove emotions, make it simple and stick to logical facts. If they're saying things like you're crazy, there's no need to respond. That's their opinion, not yours. Don't get drawn into what they are doing. If they're saying, I cannot have the children on Friday, just a simple okay or a thank you for letting me know. They are most likely doing things like this to provoke you and get reactions. Be warned, when they see a change in you, they might up their games. So do not back down, as they will just keep cycling around again. Instead, ride out the storm. It will pass and you'll learn how much easier life is this way. Don't give them any bait. Don't share things about your personal life or your plans. They will try to use these against you to bring you down. Leave them out in the cold as they have done to you. There is a difference. They did it for reactions. You're doing it for inner peace. Clearly communicate, especially around children. Parents' evening, Wednesday at 7. You don't need to ask if they're going. They have the facts, leave them to it. Whatever they send back, don't go off topic. They have the facts. If they say thanks for the short notice and you'd only just found out or forgot to tell them, you do not need to explain this to them. They will suck you in and spit you out. I cannot make it a response back for them. Again, don't respond. That's up to them. Live your own life. They've already proved that they're not worthy of your time and attention, so don't give it to them. If you're saying no to yourself and saying yes to someone else, you need to say no to them and yes to you so that you become happier. Remember, their responses are purely to break down your boundaries and break you down. Do not let them upset you. For a moment, yes, you may need to cry it out. It's a learning curve, but learn how to quickly shift your thoughts and look for the good within your own life. Be prepared. The narcissist might go quiet and then they might come at you. Use those quiet times to really work on your inner self. Then when they do come at you again, you'll be stronger and wiser. Stick to your boundaries, whatever they are. Your no needs to mean no, and you need to stick to your no. Anyone who's got any more advice on tips or helpful ways that they've managed to stick to their own personal boundaries against narcissistic people, please do add it in the comments, because we are all individuals. So what works for one might not work for another, and also people read things differently or hear things differently. So it's all about finding the methods that work for you. Thank you for listening. Bye.